What if I told you that your twin flame is not your soulmate, not your other half, not the person you're meant to be with? What if I told you that your twin flame is actually your shadow self? And everything you've been taught about twin flames is designed to keep you obsessed instead of integrated. Right now, millions of people are suffering in what they call a twin flame connection. They're in a separation, they're in pain, they're waiting for the union. They're watching every video about twin flame stages. They're seeing angel numbers everywhere. They're convinced this person is the one. And the entire twin flame industry is telling them to keep waiting, keep hoping, keep believing that union is coming. But here's what 97% of people get completely wrong about twin flames. The twin flame is not a person you're meant to be with. The twin flame is a mirror showing you the parts of yourself you've rejected, denied, and buried in your shadow. This person you're obsessed with, this person who triggers you more intensely than anyone else, this person you can't let go of, they're not your destiny, they're your projection. And the work isn't to reunite with them, the work is to integrate what they're showing you about yourself. In the next 19 minutes, I'm going to reframe everything you think you know about twin flames completely. And twin flame work is actually shadow work, and the reunion you're seeking is not with them, it's with yourself. If you're ready to hear the truth about twin flames, even if it shatters the fantasy, like this video right now. Subscribe to this channel, because what I'm about to share goes against everything the twin flame industry teaches. And comment shadow work if you're willing to do the real work instead of waiting for someone else to complete you. Stay with me because I'm going to walk you through the 5 twin flame truths that the industry doesn't want you to know. And by the end of this video, you'll understand that the person you call your twin flame is showing you exactly what you need to integrate to become whole. Fair warning, this video will make you uncomfortable. It will challenge everything you believe. But if you're a dark chosen one ready for real transformation, not fantasy, then let's begin. Before I give you the 5 truths, we need to redefine what twin flame actually means completely, because the mainstream teaching has turned this into a romantic fantasy. And that fantasy is keeping you stuck. The twin flame is not your romantic destiny. The twin flame industry tells you, you were split from one soul and you're meant to reunite. This person is your divine counterpart. You're destined to be together. But here's the actual truth. That's not metaphysics. That's fantasy. And that fantasy keeps you obsessed with someone instead of focused on your own integration. The twin flame is not your other half. You were not incomplete before you met them. You are not incomplete without them. The entire concept of other half is a spiritual trap that keeps you seeking completion outside yourself. And here's how the trap works. You meet someone who triggers you intensely. They mirror parts of yourself you've rejected. The chemistry is off the charts because you're seeing yourself in them. But instead of doing the shadow work to integrate what they're showing you, you romanticize it. This must be my twin flame. We're meant to be together. And now you're obsessed. Here's what the twin flame actually is. A mirror of your shadow. Every quality you're attracted to in them is a disowned part of your own psyche. Every quality that repels you in them is a rejected part of your shadow. Carl Jung, the father of shadow work psychology, explained this with the concept of projection. When you haven't integrated parts of yourself, you project them onto others. What you see in them is you. You're attracted to their confidence, that's your disowned confidence. You're attracted to their freedom, that's your rejected wildness. You're attracted to their depth, that's your avoided darkness. Every quality that draws you to them is a part of yourself that you haven't claimed yet. You're triggered by their coldness, that's your suppressed boundaries. You're triggered by their selfishness, that's your denied self-care. You're triggered by their rage, that's your buried anger. Every quality that repels you is a shadow part you're refusing to integrate. And this is why the twin flame connection feels so intense. They're showing you with perfect precision exactly what you need to integrate to become whole. So what does twin flame actually mean? It means this person is mirroring your shadow so accurately that you cannot ignore it. It means you're meeting yourself in the form of another person. It means the work is not to get them back. The work is to integrate what they're showing you and become whole without them. And here's the part that will make twin flame romantics angry. You may never be with this person. In fact, if you do the actual shadow work they're mirroring, you might not even want to be with them anymore, because the obsession only exists while the projection is active. Chosen one, hear me clearly on this. If you're in twin flame separation right now, if you're waiting for union, if you're convinced this person is your destiny, you're not in separation, you're in projection. And the only way out is through shadow work. So that's what twin flame actually means. Now let me show you why the industry teaches you the opposite and what that costs you. There's an entire industry built around twin flames, and they're teaching you the wrong thing for a very specific reason. They romanticize the connection to keep you obsessed. The industry tells you, this is divine love. You're meant to be together. The universe brought you together. Trust divine timing. But here's what they're not telling you. Romanticizing the connection keeps you waiting. Waiting for them to change. Waiting for them to wake up. Waiting for union to happen. And while you wait, you're not doing the shadow work. You're avoiding it. When you tell a twin flame coach, this connection is destroying me. I'm in constant pain. They trigger my deepest wounds. Do you know what they say? Stay in your high vibration. Send them love and light. Trust the journey. They're telling you to bypass the exact shadow work the connection spiritually is forcing you to do. Your twin flame is triggering your abandonment wound? Just raise your vibration. They're triggering your unworthiness. Send them unconditional love. But the real work is, feel the wound, integrate it, heal it. They profit from keeping you waiting. And here's the dark truth. They profit from your obsession. The longer you stay obsessed, the more videos you watch, the more readings you buy, the more courses you take. If they told you the truth, this person is a mirror, do your shadow work and move on, they'd lose a customer. But if they tell you, you're in separation stage, union is coming, keep watching for signs, you'll stay subscribed forever. So while they're profiting, you're suffering. You're staying in toxic patterns. You're tolerating mistreatment. You're sacrificing your well-being for a fantasy. So that's why the industry gets it wrong. Now let me give you the 5 truths about what's actually happening in a twin flame connection. Before I give you these 5 truths, I need you to hear me on something. I'm not here to invalidate your experience. This connection you're in, the intensity you feel, the pull that seems cosmic, that's real. The depth of what you're experiencing is profound. But the meaning you've been taught is keeping you stuck in suffering. What I'm about to share will challenge everything you believe. And if part of you wants to close this video, I understand. But if you're ready for truth over comfort, for integration over obsession, stay with me. Because what comes next will show you the path to actual freedom. These 5 truths are going to be uncomfortable. But if you're a dark chosen one, you came here for truth, not fantasy. So let's dive deep. Truth 1. They mirror your shadow with perfect precision. Every single quality that attracts you to them is disowned gold in you. Every single quality that repels you is rejected shadow in you. Are they confident? You've disowned your confidence. Are they free? You've rejected your wildness. Are they emotionally unavailable? Look at where you abandon yourself. They're narcissistic? Look at where you neglect your own needs. The mirror is perfect. What you see in them is what you need to integrate in yourself. The attraction equals your disowned power. The repulsion equals your rejected shadow. And until you reclaim both, you'll stay obsessed. Truth. They trigger your deepest wounds on purpose. Every time they hurt you, every time they abandon you, every time they reject you, it's activating a wound you've been carrying since childhood. Abandonment wound, they'll leave without warning. Unworthiness wound, they'll make you feel not good enough. Fear of intimacy, they'll pull away when you get close. And here's the truth. 97% miss. This is not abuse you should tolerate. This is a mirror showing you what you need to heal in yourself. The pain is on purpose, not because they're evil. Not because they're your soulmate testing you, but because unhealed wounds will keep creating the same patterns until you integrate them. Truth 3. Union is integration, not relationship. When will we be in union? You're asking the wrong question. Union is not, when will we be together? Union is, when will I integrate what they're showing me? True twin flame union is internal. It's when you integrate the disowned gold they showed you, the rejected shadow they triggered, the split parts they mirrored. When you become whole without them, that is union. And here's the paradox. Once you achieve internal union, you might not want external union anymore because the obsession was based on incompleteness. Once you're complete, the pull dissolves. Let me tell you about someone I'll call Maya. She came to me after 3 years of what she called twin flame separation. 3 years of pain, 3 years of waiting, 3 years of watching every video about union signs. She told me, "He's my twin flame. I know it. The connection is too intense to be anything else. We're meant to be together. I just need to know, when will he come back?" And I asked her a different question. "What is he showing you about yourself?" She got defensive. "This isn't about me. This is about us. This is about divine timing. This is about—" I stopped her. "He's emotionally unavailable. What part of you is emotionally unavailable to yourself?" Silence, then tears, because in that moment, she realized she had spent 3 years obsessing over his emotional unavailability while completely abandoning her own emotional needs. She had spent 3 years waiting for him to choose her while never choosing herself. She had spent 3 years trying to make him love her while refusing to love herself. He wasn't her twin flame. He was her mirror. And the work wasn't to get him back. The work was to reclaim everything she saw in him that she'd rejected in herself. 6 months later, she sent me a message. "I don't want him anymore. Not because I'm bitter, but because I finally became everything I thought I needed him to be. I'm whole now." And the obsession, it just dissolved. That's what happens when you stop chasing union with them and start integrating union within yourself. Now let me give you the final 2 truths. Truth 4. Runner and chaser are both avoiding themselves. The runner in twin flame dynamics is not running from the other person. They're running from their own shadow. When someone runs, it's because the mirror got too close. The intimacy started to reveal the parts of themselves they don't want to see. So they run, not from you, from themselves. And the chaser is not chasing the other person. They're chasing their own sense of completeness that they've projected onto the runner. Every time you try to contact them, every time you stalk their social media, every time you hope they'll come back, you're saying, "I need you to complete me." But no one can complete you. Completeness is an internal state. The shift happens when you stop asking, "How do I get them back?" and start asking, "What part of myself am I seeking in them that I need to reclaim in me?" Both runner and chaser are avoiding self-confrontation. The only difference is the direction they're running. Truth 5. Separation is medicine, not punishment. Everyone in twin flame separation is asking, why did they leave? When will they come back? Wrong questions. The right question is, what can I integrate in their absence that I couldn't integrate in their presence? Separation is not punishment. Separation is medicine. In their presence, you were obsessed. In their absence, you can integrate. In their presence, you are projecting. In their absence, you can reclaim. In their presence, you are incomplete. In their absence, you can become whole. So the separation is not keeping you apart. The separation is giving you space to do the work you couldn't do while obsessed with them. And if you use this separation for shadow work, for integration, for becoming whole, you won't be the same person on the other side, and you might not even want them anymore. So those are the 5 truths. Now let me tell you how to actually reunite, but not with them, with yourself. I know this has been intense. I know I've challenged everything you believe about this connection, but here's why I'm doing this. Because you deserve freedom. You deserve wholeness. You deserve to stop suffering while waiting for someone else to complete you. What comes next is the actual path to reunion, not with them, with the most important person in your life, you. If you want true twin flame union, here's what you actually need to do. And I'm warning you, this is the opposite of what the industry teaches. Step 1. Cut the cord completely. Block their number. Unfollow their social media. Delete their photos. Not because you hate them, but because you cannot integrate while you're obsessed. Every part of you will resist this. But what if they reach out and I miss it? What if they're trying to contact me? What if separation ends and I'm not available? Those thoughts are your ego trying to keep you in fantasy. Cut the cord. You cannot heal a wound while constantly reopening it. Step 2. Reclaim every projection. Get a journal. Write down every single thing that attracts you to this person. Their confidence, their depth, their intensity, their freedom. Then say out loud, I am confident. I am deep. I am intense. I am free. Watch what happens when you reclaim the gold you projected onto them. The obsession starts to dissolve, because you're not seeking in them what you're finding in yourself. Step 3. Integrate every trigger. Now write down every single thing that triggers you about them. Their coldness, their selfishness, their unavailability. Then ask, where is this quality in me trying to emerge? They're cold? You need stronger boundaries. They're selfish? You need to prioritize your needs. They're unavailable? You need to stop abandoning yourself. Every trigger is a rejected part of your shadow demanding integration. Step 4. Become whole alone. This is the most important step. You have to find completeness without them, not while waiting for them, without them. Can you be happy alone? Can you feel complete without their validation? Can you build a life that fulfills you, whether they're in it or not? If the answer is no, you're still projecting. If the answer is yes, you've integrated. Step 5. Then decide if relationship serves. And only after you've done all of this, only after you've become whole, then ask yourself, do I actually want to be with this person? Or was I just addicted to the projection? And here's what most people discover. Once they're whole, they don't want the twin flame anymore. Because the twin flame was never about the person, it was about the projection. And when you reclaim the projection, the pull disappears. So, if you want to reunite with your twin flame, stop trying to reunite with them. Start integrating yourself. The reunion you're seeking is not with them, it's with you. If you've been in twin flame separation, if you've been waiting for union, if you've been obsessed with someone who triggers you intensely, you're not in a cosmic love story. You're in a shadow work initiation. The 5 truths. They mirror your shadow with perfect precision. They trigger your deepest wounds on purpose. Union is integration, not a relationship. Runner and the chaser are both avoiding each other. Separation is medicine, not punishment. The real work, cut the cord completely. Reclaim every projection. Integrate every trigger. Become whole alone. Then decide if the relationship serves. If this video shattered the twin flame fantasy and showed you the real work, do 3 things. First, comment shadow work below. Let me know you're ready for integration instead of obsession. Second, share this with someone stuck in twin flame suffering. They need to hear the truth, not more fantasy. Third, subscribe to more shadow integration content. Twin flame work is shadow work. Your twin flame is not the person you're meant to be with. Your twin flame is the person showing you what you need to integrate to become whole. Stop seeking union with them. Start seeking union with yourself.